Okay, so on this page of the notes, what we're actually going to do is use the slope of the line to determine a slope of a line that's going to be parallel and a slope of a line that's going to be perpendicular to what we started with. So in this first example, we have a slope of 4. So obviously, the slope of a parallel line is also going to be 4. And whenever you see this symbol, that's two straight up and down lines, that just means parallel. That is the math symbol. Slope of a perpendicular line, we're going to have to flip it and change a sign. So instead of 4 over 1, we're going to flip it to 1 over 4. It was positive, we'll make it negative. So that is the slope of a perpendicular line. Whenever you see this symbol, all it means is perpendicular. All right, let's look at the next example. Slope's negative 2 over 7. So obviously, what has to be the slope of a parallel line? It's got to be exactly the same, negative 2 over 7. And then the slope of the perpendicular line, flip it, change the sign. So it's going to be 7 over 2. This was negative, so this one's going to be positive. Now, what if we had an equation? So, let's look at number 3. It says, given the equation of a line, determine the slope of the line and the slope of the line parallel and the slope of the line perpendicular. Well, in y equals mx plus b, we know that slope has to be touching the x. So my slope there is 2/3. The slope of a line parallel to that line will also have to be 2/3. Now, slope of a line that's perpendicular, we've got to flip it. It's going to be 3 over 2, and then we change the sign. So it goes from positive to negative. Now, on number 4, this one's in standard form. So, do we have a slope of 6? No, we don't. We're going to have to change it into y equals. We have 2 steps. First step, move the x. Second step, divide by y. So to move this 6x, I'm going to subtract 6x. We get negative 5y equals negative 6x plus 11. And then I'm going to divide by the number with y. So divide by negative 5. Make sure you divide both numbers by negative 5. So these cancel. We get y equals a negative divided by negative, which is positive 6 over 5. 11 divided by negative 5 is negative 11 over 5. If it doesn't simplify to a whole number, just leave it as a fraction. Now, which of these numbers is our slope? Good, it's the one touching x. So our slope is 6 over 5. The slope of a line parallel to that is also going to be 6 over 5. And then the slope of a line perpendicular. Take that, flip it, 5 over 6, change the sign, so it's negative 5 over 6. All right? Okay, flip over to the back. We've got a few more. Once again, we need to find the slope of a line parallel and slope of a line perpendicular, but these are not in y equals. They're in standard form. So first we have to change it. Now this one, a little bit tricky. We got x by itself, we got y over here. So you're going to have to think about it. Let's do number 6 first. Move your x. Divide by y. Okay, which one's our slope? Slope is always with x, so it's negative 2 over 5. Slope of a line parallel is also negative 2 over 5. Slope of a line perpendicular, flip it and change the sign. So 5 over 2 goes from negative to positive. Now, on this one, I put a star next to it because this is not in standard form. Standard form would be ax plus by equals c. But we have y almost by itself. We need to move this number over there. So add 3. Remember, you cannot combine a regular number with an x. So we get 3x plus 3 over here equals 10y. And now we divide by y. So we get 3 over 10x plus 3 over 10 equals y. So what is my slope? Slope is always with x. So my slope is 3 over 10. Slope of a line parallel to that will also be 3 over 10. And then slope of a line perpendicular, flip it, change the sign, so it's negative 10 over 3. We've got a few more examples to do. Let's see if I can fit it on the next video.